3 certifications that I wouldn't get if you paid me to. Number 1, Women-Owned Small Business Certification. First of all, the Women-Owned Small Business Certification, if you look at it, they never hit their goals of 5% of the actual opportunities that they say there are. Number 2 is there's limited NAICS codes, meaning that all NAICS codes are not available to women. And so there's a limited pool of contracts that you could even go after. And then the third thing is the government actually doesn't even care. They don't even know how to use it. So they fail to try. So if you take out the fact that the government is not using it, even under the previous administration, when the government was supposedly helping small businesses, today now, when you take away all of the actual cares and all the protections, the government really doesn't even care about women, more or less the women-owned business certification. So what advantage does it have for you doing it? So it's really just expensive paperwork. Number 2, the HUBZone Program. I mean, look at this clip from Michelle Burnett, who is the former president of the HUBZone Council, as she explains.
We all know only less than 15% of the dollars counted towards the HUBZone goal are actually set aside. That
the government actually does only about 15% of all of the HUBZone particular certifications that they're using. 15% of those are actually being solicited. If you take the overall arching percentage and saying that they met their goals, technically they only met their goals utilizing 15% of opportunities. If you couple that with the fact that procurement process on actually working with HUBZone companies is extremely difficult, and none of the contracting officers know how to actually execute on those programs, you add that into the mix, you've really got pretty much a dead certification. Now, yes, there are people that have managed to grow using the HUBZone program. However, what they did was it was one of the additional certifications that was an add-on, not the primary reason why the government chose to use them. And then the third one is the Veterans Program. Yes, don't get me wrong. Everyone says they love the veterans, support our troops, but we clearly see in party politics how that's going for people, right? So if we love our veterans so much, why are we getting rid of the whistleblowers who's talking about the veterans can't get access to medical care, medical treatment? Why are all the barracks themselves not being repaired? Why do we not have access to facilities for veterans in some of these places, the rural areas where veterans need to get care? Why are there deplorable conditions on base? Again, so it's just more rhetoric talk. So what I found with the Veterans Program, particularly at the federal level, not saying state or local level, because at the state or local levels, obviously you have different mayors and governors who actually might care or give a damn. But at the federal level, right, it's more just lip service. And so what I found is the Veteran Program specifically only really holds any weight at the VA hospital. So when you look at, there's hundreds of federal agencies and your certification only makes you eligible to do work at one agency, really, I mean, that's all but useless. Again, not saying not to get the certification. I'm just saying that when people go into these things and they're saying that I've got this, I got this, I got that, I just want you to know the truth about it and how you should feel, because really what I'm trying to do is get people to go in a strategic manner as opposed to having all of the weight be carried or on the backs of certifications. And so when we look at strategy to going after it, then you will be more open-minded to actually learning the procurement process, learning what to do in government contracts, and actually taking notice of being more strategic about your approach, doing market research, understanding what the customer buys. Then you will take that angle as opposed to the certification route. So the real certification out there that holds the most weight is the 8A program. And then there's still some faults with the 8A program that we'll get into in another video, but there are still, the 8A program is the #1 program, and I'll list out a couple of reasons. One being, first of all, the 8A program has a history of success. I mean, look at the second richest Black person in the world. He successfully navigated through the 8A program to go on to build this $20+ billion a year revenue business. And so he was able to leverage that. If we look at going back to why should white guys have all the fun, right? And we look at some of the SBIC programs, that was based on the SBA precursors to these programs, where we were able to leverage having white companies partner with Black-owned businesses to then leverage some of these SBA programs and grow and scale. So there's a long history of that particular program working. And so what happened happens is the contracting officers, small business administration, and all the people, they understand how to utilize it. Procurement understands how to use it. And so that makes it the best single-handedly program out there, because the amount of people that know how to use it, the amount of people who have used it, the history of it, and the success of the program makes it the number one program. And then the second reason is because they actually assign you a person. So the government assigns you someone from the SBA to work directly with your company in order to help you to gain a strategic advantage. No other program does that. So the government actually will assign you someone, they call it a BOS, or Business Opportunity Specialist. And then that person then is given to you in order to help you solicit to agencies, talk to customers. They get calls for opportunities and then they put it in front of you. I get the emails. You get private emails of them sending you opportunities. So there's no other certification that does anything like that. So again, I just want to say that because I don't want people wasting a lot of their time out here. And I find that that's typically because people are BSing you. That's what happens. And so we're lifting up the hood and we're taking off the capes and we're showing people really how to effectively use their time, because otherwise I value and respect your time. And I want you to not spend a lot of time BSing with a lot of these things out here. Good luck. If you're interested, we do have something coming up October 4th. We're talking about how to scale with certifications. It might be interested in, but click below the link and you'll find it there. Otherwise, watch my next video on how to grow with 8A.